Alright, hello everybody, hello, welcome to, I guess, playoffs of NBBL season, I think it's also 7, right? Let me double check. NBBL, it's also season 7, that's interesting. Anyways, we are facing the Pokemaster 88 on their, I believe the name of the team is the Carolina Trailblazers. Yeah, we ended up second on our divisions. To Mr. TJP, we did get to choose our opponent, which is interesting because I ended up choosing a team with 2 fighting types. When I do have a Samacenta crown, however, I really don't want to face a Chiempao. So yeah, we're just gonna have to try to deal with what we can. As we're waiting for my opponent to let me know when to start searching. This is gonna be an interesting game because this is the first time the whole season I'm not bringing Skeletors to a game. My opponent does have a Como, and unfortunately Como was pretty much everything Skeletors wants to do, except maybe Trailblazers Fairy. At the same time, I'm not entirely sure about the Como, about the Skeletor matchup, because some of the things they have that may be a bad decision. We'll see. I don't know what round of playoffs this is because I haven't been necessarily keeping track of the structure of playoffs. All I know is that we're here and we need to win the game, right? So we'll see. Yeah, well, my opponent is taking a little bit of time. So let me see if I can put the matchup really quick, so you can see how bad the team that I'm bringing is versus this. Also, I apologize if I cough a little. I am getting off over a cold still. The coughing is very much there though. Okay. So here's the matchup. My opponent does have Yaskrat, which is always annoying. The Keldeo and the Como are annoying, which in theory it could be good for a couple of things that we have, but also it could be bad. We just have to choose how to handle it. It's really hard to pinpoint which 4 they want to bring, or which 8, or which 6, what am I saying? More than likely, I think both the Armarouge and the Toxtricity are extremely scary Pokemon, so I will think that either one of them can be the Terra option this week, and they could also bring the Terra Ghost Avalog, which a lot of people like to do versus Samacenta. I think I'm good versus any of them. Against Avalog. The rest of the thing, I really don't know, man. My prep has been, I wanna say, probably shaky for this game, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Let's see. Let's go over what we bring while we're still waiting here. We do have a Iron Defense, a Samacenta with Body Press and Crunch. Hits everything on their team. Last move is Light Scream, in case I need a Suicide Light Scream to try to set up what I'm hoping is my win con this week, which is going to be Coal Mine, Wish, Skull, Store Power, Vaporeon, with Terra Fire, which is okay versus the majority of his team. The only annoying thing, I guess, will be a physical Salamence or a Gastrodon, but I think we can handle it. What else? We have Choice Specs, Iron Jugulis with max speed to speed up with the Keldeo, and hope to God that we can do something with it. We do have Weezing, and we do have set up Light Score. I'm gonna have to transition to the game because we are coming. Okay, cool. There's no Toxtricity. That's very good. Yeah, okay. The Yamenga is annoying, but it's good for this, depending on what their set is. They did bring the Avalok, which is cool. And they do have the Tinkaton, which could be annoying. We're gonna lead with this because what I'm trying to do is trying to baiting the Miascarada to try to take some damage. But realistically, anything is possible. I could live with you. I don't think I kill a Tinkaton with my air power. Well, we have some time. Iron Jugulus versus Tinkaton. Assuming that you're not air balloon. Air power does 70%, so it doesn't quite kill it. I mean, it's gonna be what's gonna be, right? We're just gonna try to do our best, have fun. Hopefully, we can come up with a good game with no hacks. But that's been proven too much to us lately for my games. All right, they do lead with Miascarada. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. I would imagine they go for knockoff or triple axle immediately. I do have to protect here, so we're gonna protect to activate our police, to activate our orb. Let's say try to scout. Punish will be a spike, but if it is a spike, it's a spike, right? Alright, tries to go for knockoff immediately. No, it's not gonna quite work. Now the question is, do I take a triple axle from this? Galai score from Miascarada. If you are not protein, if you are overgrown. Triple axle still kills me. Holy cow. How is that possible? Yep. So we're gonna go Willy Wonka. I would imagine they just knock off or they knock off or they U-turn. That's the main reason why we're rocking helmet, to be honest. But we'll see. They are gonna toxic spike. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. We can defog those relatively easy versus the majority on their team right now. I don't imagine they want to go into anything other than maybe the armor rush. I cannot afford to take stuff getting poisoned here though, so I'm just gonna defog. Oh, you're gonna take Rocky Helmet damage for no reason. That's funny. Never mind, they're not. They are heavy duty. They are the they are protective bats. That is very good to know. This is gonna be interesting though. I will imagine Tinkaton will make the most sense to me. But yeah, we'll see. Armor rush immediately into this damn thing. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, your base inhibs goes down. No more stock spikes. I mean, I guess we do have to go to you, right? So we are gonna go to our guy. The armor rush can be Terra, Fire, Fairy, or Grass. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're gonna go to our Purple Rain. They're gonna start Calm Mining. Fair enough. Okay. So what I can do is I can go into you and just immediately threaten it. To potentially have to Terra. Man, that's annoying. Iron Jugulus. Armarouche. They're gonna Psychic. Okay, fair enough. Yep. There's Armarouche gets Dazzling Gleam. Armarouche. No Dazzling Gleam. Thankfully. So I can go for the air power here. How much would I be doing to an Armarouche? Armarouche. Here +1. Air power does 72%. I guess let's try it. If they Terra, then That's not horrible. I do wonder what they're gonna have the Dera Fairy, right? Yeah, fudge. Okay, fair enough. So my Iron Jugglers is dead here. That sucks. That really sucks. But at least they don't resist this. It does about what we expected. Oh, Armor Cannon. Okay, fair enough. That one shot us. Holy cow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that was scary. Sure. So I go into you. Iron Jugglers, you Terra Fairy. We did 30. Yeah, about that. So you're not a whole lot. So I can go into Lycan Rock. And if you Terra Fairy, I don't have anything that does a lot of damage to this. Well, you did lose defense. So in theory, Play Rough or Drill Run could do some damage. I mean, I guess I have to go into it. The thing is, my Iron Jugglers after you Terra Fairy. Yeah, okay. You're a -1. Lycan Rock. Lycan Rock. Do you get... You don't get Vacuum Wave, right? You don't get Vacuum Wave. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think Drill Roll is my best play here, right? Did Drill Roll does the most? $65 to $75. A Player of does more. Alright, let's go for Player off. Are we going into Tinkertown? Keldeo. Ooh. Please land. Please land. Thank you. Alright, Keldeo's dead. That is fantastic news for us. Okay, that's one good thing, I guess. That Armarouche is gonna be a pain, though. Yep. Lycos Neoscrata. Alright. So. If I go Gliscor, that will be interesting. If I go to you, I need one Calm Mind up. That's all I need. If I go Gliscor, he more than likely goes back into Armarouche. Psychic. How much is that Armarouche doing with Psychic versus my Slope versus my Weezing? Weezing, Galar, Psychic. Psychic. Oh, that's no. If he's at 0, he shouldn't kill me. Yep. This is like modest. If he's modest, you just killed me. That sucks. Gliscor. He goes into this. Why would you go into this? You don't get a speed boost on this. Are you use specs? Yamenga. Yamega. Versus my Gliscor. Let's try to go for the flamethrower. You are kidding me right now. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Holy cow, that is so bad. Alright, you're not specs at least. We also don't know your ability, so that's fair. Fudge, dude. Air slash. That's a lot. I'm still sleeping. Yep. God, that sucks, dude. Yep. We wake up. We flamethrower. Alright. That's all the damage. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay. So. Yamenga. Without the specs. These air slashes. You don't seem to be modest, so you're probably timid. Could go to you, but that wouldn't be necessarily a great play right now. Could go Gliscor next though. I mean, they're kind of useless at this point, right? So let's just go for it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. They're gonna take some damage. That's good for us. Alright. Next big boost. If I go to you, I'm gonna have to take a hit, which is not good. I can go to you and use a Celerock. I think that's my only play right now. Imagine if he doesn't hit that Ignosis though. Holy shit, dude. Anyways, Celerock is the play, always. Into what? The Tinkaton? Tinkaton, okay. Small breaker. Okay. Tinkaton, Tinkaton, Tinkaton. Celerock from Lycanroc. Lycanroc. Goss. Celerock. So you do have a little bit of speed. That being said, I don't think you choice Scarf. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Holy shit, the Harry Rumon putting on work, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Here comes the Asgrat. Yep. How much is my Gliscor taking here? Versus Meowscarada. If it's just this, Flower 2 is doing 42%. Cool, always U-turn, I guess. Let's go into Gliscor. He has a Flower trick, right? Yep. Makes sense. Critical hit as well. Okay. Do we protect here? I mean, I think it is, right? The play. Yeah, let's go ahead and protect. Try to get a little bit of health back. Don't do a lot of. We don't do a lot to the Armarouge. Let's see what we go for here. U-turn. Knockoff. Fair enough. Do we go for you? Try to set up an ice cream. Yeah, I think so, right? Might be too preemptive, but you know, we'll try it. Toxic space. Okay, fair enough. Alright, Samacenta versus this Armarouge. If I get myself to +3, +2 defense, I'm doing about 50%. You are doing a lot of damage to me with the thing, but it might not be enough. Yeah, let's set up the iron defense. Immediately goes into armor. Okay, fair enough. With my light scream, you're gonna be doing 40%, but I should kill you with the next hit. So let's set up the light scream. That's gonna hurt. It does hurt. But it lowers your defenses. She's very good for me. Okay, body press should kill now. Right? Yeah. Or you can just give me something else, I guess. Beautiful, 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 Samacenta, beautiful. That is wonderful, wonderful work. Holy cow. Big doggo putting on work. Okay. So you had to go Yamas here. You could go to Avalok, I suppose. I mean, I guess. I just crunch you first, right? To break your sturdy in case you had counter. Avalok, does Avalok get counter? Avalok. Counter. You don't get counter? You do get the other one, right, though? Burst. You don't? Robot, avalanche, body press, earthquake, mirror code. I'm not sure what you get. Oh wow, that is very bulky. Not enough though. Well, it could be cost up, I suppose. If it's cost up, it's cost up. It's not cost up. So that's 1, 2, 3. We are starting to run out of turns of Yaminga. Yep. He's gonna protect this turn, right? I do want you for Masquerade still, so we go into you. Yep, there's the protect. You're gonna get burn, which is fantastic news. Ice cream wears off. Air slash man, no kill Samacenta, but I really want to have Samacenta to be able to just Jesus Christ, dude, that does so much. There's your facade. Miaskra doesn't get Sword Sense, right? Sword Sense? No. So we protect, I guess, to see what you're gonna do. We know that you're protective pets though, so that's something, I guess. Gotcha. So you don't have you must not have you must not have the what you call it? You must not have the triple axle. So otherwise you always go for that there. Take the hit. Gliscor might be able to win this for us, actually, with the protect. Yep, looks about right. Good old Ryuk. He's gonna try to win this for us. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I sure anticipated it didn't have something, given that it has Toxic Spikes, it has U-turn, it has Flower Trick, and it has knockoff. So this facades should end the game, I think. We'll take it. We'll take it. We definitely needed the. I know it looked rough a little bit at the beginning there, but forcing to terrestrialize that armor rush definitely helped a lot. Having to deal with the Avalok if Itera goes will have been major pain in the butt. Anyways, we'll take the 4-0 victory. Good job, team. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next round of playoffs then. Goodbye.